Good evening, everyone. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 66, 3 vs 3 Grand Arena Championship, Week 3, Round 3, for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It is the grand finale against Brilliant Zid, which is fitting, because we haven't actually fought him much in the last few weeks, so good to see an old friend once more. Let's go ahead and get ready with the music and the predictions. Up on screen, get the prediction ready. How's everybody doing tonight? Gonna be one or less, two or more. I think we'll keep it like that. All right. Rank 8 fighting rank 10. My 15.7 million GP to his 15.9 million. Top 80 GP. My 3.20 to his 3.19. Suck it! Zeta is my 400 to his 400. JC Omicrons, my 78 to his 77. Top 80 average speed. My 167 to his 159. That's actually kind of a lot, so nice. Mod analysis, plus 25 speeds, my 276 to his 202. 20 to 24 speeds, my 581 to his 423. Plus 20s, my 857 to his 625. Plus 4% offense mods, my 254 to his 144. And plus 6% offense mods, my 87 to his 48. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2450 to his 2475. We are closing in. Relic 9s, my 142 to his 171. Relic 8s, my 136 to his 117. And Relic 7, my 10. Datacron analysis, total rerolls. I'm the heavyweight here. 348 total rerolls to his 139. Level 9 Datacrons, my 52 to his 41. 6 to 8s, I have 3, he has 1. And 3 to 5s, I have 4, he has 4. GC1, GL wise, lower than average JML. Don't know how much that matters. Everything else is pretty good, pretty regular. Yep, still decently fast cat. Okay, all right. Yep, good stuff. Nice Malgus, honestly. Hey, Sheepdog, good to see you, man. How you doing? Welcome to the show. All right, that's enough on the hot utils comparison. Now for Omega Bot. Can I magnify it? There we go. All right, Zid is usually attacking in the morning European time, something like that. As far as the speed mod comparison, yeah, I've got this big ol' camel hump on him, so we'll hope that matters. Okay, he doesn't have the CX2 3 versus 3 Omicron. Haha, you fool! And as far as squad banner efficiency goes, must have had a couple of rhodiums, got his share of 58s and 59s. 57's been a dead heat. Matter of fact, it's been kind of dubious banners-wise all season. Interesting. Zid is known for a very efficient style of play, so we'll see. All right, defenses so far. Queen Amidala, Malgus, Dash, Fugitive Omega, General Grievous, Captain Enoch, Kelleran, Ray Swallow Exile Ezra, Gas, Great Mothers, Ahsoka Tano with Watt, Tuskens, Trench, Finn, Kira. Then different Ray and Ahsoka comps. Sometimes Saw, sometimes Baylan. Very rare. The occasional Slacker makes its way in there too. Okay. Executor, Malevolence, Leviathan, and Chimera. So double meta. All right, defenses by zone. We might expect to see Malgus, Ray, Swallow Exile Ezra, Gas, Great Mothers, and Ahsoka Tano with Watt. On offense, he's been using JMK Cat, Leia, Riva, Jabba, Sith Eternal, Treya, DTMG, Slacker, Darth Revan, JML, Sidious, Lord Vader, Bane, BKM, Aphra, and Nas. And then a whole bunch of other odds and ends as needed. Profundity, Negotiator, and Executrix generally getting played. Hey Graph, good to see you. Good evening. Hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Happy Mother's Day. I called my mother twice, had to leave a voicemail. She must have been wicked busy today because she did not even pick up the phone. She'll usually pick up the phone. And on Mother's Day, lady was busy. Ray Swallow, Saw, Slacker, Fugitive Omega, Lord Vader, and Trench have been his drops. And one Executor fleet. So, we'll see what we can't make happen. Alright, how are we looking on the time for the prediction? Alright, you guys got another 15 seconds. I'll cut it off at 4 minutes on the nose. So get in those last minute votes. Seconds away. Seconds away. All right, 94% of you went 1 or less. 6% went 2 or more. So I appreciate the vote of confidence. Hey, Boss One, good to see you. Hola. All right, let's talk about the board. So, Zid has not made any moves. I can't discuss everything in detail, but let's talk about it. Top side, Fugitive Omega, Crosshair, and Mercenary Wrecker with the Crosshair Cron. Followed by Finn Zori, Resistance Hero Finn, Sonicron, Smuggler, L3, Hondo, Nest. Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2 with the Oppo Cron, and then Malgus, Malik, and BSF. So a couple of these, I admit, are not the strongest teams, but when you understand the type of things that Zid will save to be clean on offense, if you're gonna 57 it, 57 something cheaper then. You didn't see the vote, really? Twitch has been acting hinky with predictions lately? Okay. Glad we got that clear. Thanks, Oberon. All right, bottom front, Treya, Nihilus, Savage with a set 20 Cron, followed by Qui-Gon Jinn, Jocasta Nu, and Kelleran Beck. So you've seen probably some Kelleran teams. I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of Qui-Gon, so we'll see what he makes of it. He can trivialize it if he wants to come at it properly. I'm hoping that if he doesn't try to overwhelm it, I can strip like even 2 banners would be enough. Bam, Dash, Sana, DG, Stat, B1, and then Aphra, BT1, 000. Aphra? Why did I say Aphra? Anyway. Top side, for Zid. Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan, followed by Dash, Vandor, L3, then Aphra, BT1, and Chrysanthemum. And spoiler, even though there's no torture here, I did look it up, and things look grim for Sidious, so I don't think I'm going to try that one here either. Heller and Jocasta and Shock T, fair. Bam, Hondo, and Nest. So, pretty close on that. Alright, bottom front. Malgus, Malik, and Talon with the Talon Cron. Interesting, what do we got here? Yeah. Okay. DR, Mission, and Zalbar with the Mercenary Cron. Rey, Swolo, Exile, Ezra with the Zalbar Cron, so health and defense. Ahsoka, Huyang, and Wat Tambor. It's gotta be some bullshit. Alright. It's not tank revive, but it is some bullshit. Gas, Rex 5s. 23% potency in a full clip. 92%, so 193 is the number to beat. Is it? You know what's coming. You felt it in your bones. Smelled it on the wind. The moment is at hand. Alright, so I just want to avoid using my special so I don't actually gain the turn meter. That would be pretty dope. Good damage. This one is unlikely to be used elsewhere. Tenacity is insufficient, though. Alright, fine. We'll roll with this one. We'll try to use the basics so that we really don't take many turns. We're really trying to react. Now, what are we looking at tenacity-wise? 235. What did I say we needed to be? 237. We're in excess. Okay, let's have some fun and see if this works. I like the new GAR model. Okay. Hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We'll have that. Classic. Here. All right. One success out of the way. Let's do one of the power fights. I'm gonna use rebels here. Now, I have done some recent remodding on Drogon. Let's see what he looks like with the crown equip, shall we? Yeah. Yeah. How you like it? How you like it? Yeah? This is not bad, yeah? Alright. Ghost done. Do the thing here. We can fade them. Nice. Dagger will work. All stun is okay. Hop. Good. Not my favorite. Not my favorite outcome, I'll tell you that. Maintain stun, if you would kindly. We gotta just get after her, yeah? Kind of. Kill it? Maintain stun where you can. Hide this one again. This is gonna hurt. Next one. We could equalize here. Probably not a terrible plan. Go. My man, I need some fucking mercy. We don't equalize here, we're gonna trouble again. That shit's bad, I don't care for that at all. I can't kill you properly, not right now. But what do I do? Gotta be something like that. Come on. You gotta give me something here, bud. You're not actually going to give anything. We'll roll the logs. Still won't fucking die. Which is, by the way, kind of nuts. A fan. Okay, and that's a good one. Thank God. Okay. Hit the stun. Like it. Butt cheeks are clenching. I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine. Shitty part is trying to ride it out till the end, I guess. What do you guys think? That'll be the kill. Acceptable. 54. Would be nice to finish it with style, but I don't mind doing that when we did. I felt like I needed the damage. Yeah, apparently Drogon needs even more offense. Yes. I mean, that's like the best crown for that. Hey, Quig, what's going on, man? Your Ben has 21,000 damage with that Datacron. Nice, dude. That's right, we had him the whole time. Alright. something we've done earlier this season that was kind of rough, but that's part of this evening's gamble. Taking this one. All right, let's see what happens. Yep. Yep. Anytime. Anytime. Fine. Actually had no reasonable expectation of taking turns. Thank you. Why do you ask? Over here. Kill you? Probably. I don't know how much it matters. Pop, pop. Well. Yep. You and me. Turn meter gain. There, that sucks. Yeah, the shit is not feeling better, I'll say that. Pop, 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 pop. Pop. It's nice. Pop. Pop. There. Okay, we'll take it. Gungans here? Wannabe Jedi gamer. Hey man, what's going on? Kanan. At some point, the GAC, I've got a bad feeling about this. We'll see, man. It's pretty rare that Zid shakes things up, because he likes his pattern. What's wrong with that? Damn it. Turn meter, right side. This one will do. We've been using it. Fatal pace tonight. His defense is what I expected it to be. I didn't really have to sit here and ruminate on anything, so yeah. Hey, man. No. 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 Five. Two. Coming soon. Going soon? There. Yeah, anyway, bye. Okay, after this one. I think I'm gonna go with nice. We would want more protection than anything to mitigate Malgus. Something like this would do. Yeah, that's fine. You like the rumination, Bane? Yeah, well, it's not necessary. So, I mean, you know, what do you want me to say? Oh, right, yeah, because you're not blessed. Getting worked over here. Kind of concerning. Mildly concerning. More defense? Good end. No good end. Well, your dunk is becoming less and less of a factor, so I guess we got that going for us, which is nice. Yes. Yeah, Doom ensures not really a problem. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. What? Morgan Bless, gross. Yeah, I know. I don't usually go with the Morgan Bless, but here we are. Oh yeah, this is cool. Max health reduction. Actually, how are you alive? Could be dead. Thank you. Alright. Made it through. No drops, 549. It's what I expected, so there's no Lord Vader Oppo down. So we have the opportunity to look for pickups, for Underman clear. A rare opportunity. Now, he does have Queen there, so we save soft bit. Is this my soft run? Jeez. Not that great. An opportunity, says Telepole. That is dreadful, sir. Dreadful. I'll allow it. Okay, please don't kill me immediately. Yep, parts are good. Yep. Okay, you just gotta pay the rules. Yep. Hi. Hi. Needs to get amped. Ooh. Beautiful. Yeah, this is whack. Okay. Again. Feared I might have gotten stuck on that a little bit. Yeah, this counter is satisfying, I agree. Yeah. So what, probably EKM, Paz, Grogu, or Aphra. Pellerin might be something that I could Sith Eternal, maybe? Damn Hondo, I think I had something down. Yeah, JML. Can see it. Yeah, had no way of knowing. No way of knowing if he was going to set Lord Vader Appa. So he did not set it last round of last week. As long as we don't drop anything, I think we're offering him a fighting chance. Up that patch here. What do you guys like in these days versus Enoch? I think I was gonna do gas versus trench. Oh, Padme, dig that. Might be something there. Padme Mace. That super high banner though, because only super high banner applicants need apply. To be honest with you. Oh yeah, is there anything to Sidious actually? I don't know if Enoch gets Sidious. Might be getting close to time. This mic. Not this mic, this mouse. Mouse is starting to get long in the tooth. $54, yeah? What about banners? Talk to me. Yeah, sure. No problem. Slacker. Although, it is probably worth considering where I am going to use Slacker, yeah? So, Slacker Dre, we'll say. What was I getting? I think Queen devastates bunches. Star Killer is not available, Hera, but the Padme thing is an interesting idea. I gotta think about this. Average 42. 77. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah. It's got to be high banners to use against Zid. We don't mess around like that. This fight just takes a while, as I recall. Audio's gone? Really? Shows the audio's there. Like, I'm seeing the channel open. You sure? Gotten stoned. No. Fair. All that seems fair. Not bitter about it. Okay, so roll out on you then? No. Doesn't feel like that would be a wrong decision. Heading into the problem zone. No. Called the wrong Mandalorian. This one will do. Hey, did we just get a raid from Kylo? Hey, man. Welcome. How'd the stream go? Hear all about it. You coming back right on time. Incredibly. I dispel. Read more crap. If I dispel you, it might even kill something. Okay. Not quite the droid I'm looking for. Oh, well, that's pretty bad. No. Yeah, that's never happened before, and is incredibly unfortunate, by the way. Because that smite means we can't revive, so I think we lose unless we get lucky. Really. We would need Paz at his absolute brawniest. I need it all. I need it all. Don't you dare. Don't you dare kill my dreams. No. Need it. Need it. Okay, need it. Telling you. Nope, don't need that. No. Come on. You dare. Gotta heal up. It's the only intelligent thing to do, given our health. The rest of this is butts. One of us gets to revive, though? You get to revive, yeah? Ooh. That sucks. Probably can just wampa that. Alright, so that's one drop. I mean, that's just, that's the luck of the draw, man. We had enough tenacity, too. What were we missing?
I just wanted to hop in here to tell you how much I'm farmer franning after that last fight.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was a real special one to watch. I appreciate you bringing that to all the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was really unfortunate.
Watching that summon droid just like bonk off your bow in one hit was super satisfying as somebody who likes the Aphra team quite a bit. I hope Bane is in this chat to see this. Hope all the BKM simps are in this chat. Sorry. How's it going? Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's going, man. Yeah. How you feeling?
Really good right now.
Good. Glad to hear that, man.
Yeah. I did my one GAC fight, and I'm here to just
antagonize.
Give you hell. Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, I want you to win the fight, but that one specifically was really fun for me to watch from a selfish perspective.
Mm-hmm. Thinking this one I want to.
This is one of the few times I'm Team Tasnix. Like Zid, love Zid, but I'm #Team Tas.
Alright, we'll just roll with this one. 9% health. Link these two up. I don't think... I mean, I guess I should check. It behooves me to check at this point. You would think.
I don't see how this loses, I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, it's... Yeah, it's just whether or not I actually... 37%, by the way. But what's it look like with solo? Okay, it is there. Alright. That's what I needed to see.
You're not streaming, so I'm watching you on Twitch, because so I'm behind. Sorry, you're streaming here.
You'll always be behind to me.
Wow. I didn't know you wanted me behind you in perpetuity.
No, not even that. Not even that. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I have everything.
Oh, hey, Master Kylo. Thanks for the raid, bud. Appreciate it. 8-3 is a hell of a good or 5-3 is a hell of a good season so far.
That's a fine season. Book these Jedi's nuts. That is a perspective, my friend. I like it. I like the perspective. Okay, appreciate you. See what you're about. Always wondered what's it like having no protection. Prancing. Would it be cool? That's not cool. Not gonna do anything with that, are you? We're gonna come around by then. I'd be willing to take the gamble. Yeah, there's nothing. Unlikely to get more action. Take the money and run. 58. Okay, we need to use Bane somewhere. Great Mothers. Okay. Yeah, I guess. What about the dash, though? Yeah, something. I think it's a visual glitch, Kylo. Somebody feel free to confirm, but I don't think the Jocasta Omicrons are broken, Grand Arena.
I don't believe they're broken. I believe they just show up as TW Omis when you're using her in specific modes as opposed to GAC Omis. I think it is a visual bug. But like you said, someone can correct me if that's incorrect. Because they don't seem to work in TW.
Don't age you. Probably. Certainly, but do what you have to do. That's it. Not quite. Today? Not today, Satan. Push turn meter? Maybe. Well, could do this. Might be terrible. You're just some guy. Yeah, we'll do this. Yep. That. They are. Welcome back, everyone. Back from ads. Yeah, I mean, I guess in Niker against Fugitive. It's a solo Aphra, I'm just curious. Yeah, 70% with frickin' Wampa. Go. Alright, so at least we know Sidious can do it. So we'll probably commit that there. Yeah, Smee is the next one. Trench team that he set isn't Sidious, is it? Sidious. How about Dabbot? Who's Dabbot? Dabbot gets a 55 on Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah. Man, if you guys didn't see the show, I would say that you would enjoy it very much with your kids. It is very much a kid's show. That is nothing against it. You kill me. The amount of pissed that I am about to be. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but he did save a lot, so I don't feel bad about what. Banahan Chewy, what is going to be the high banner?
Isn't DTMG still good banners?
Yeah, sure it is. I think the condition is somehow getting guy bursted out. Bane. Fine. What was that? Yeah, 52% win. That's what I thought. See, it was a lies, deception. Every day, more lies. Okay. You can use there. Spoiler: I saved Queen, so he doesn't do the same shit to me. Ha 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 ha. Trench. Ah man. Lives. GG stab beat. Instead, I hit. DTMG. Then Enoch. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. What do you got? True. An auntie dad bot. Hey, Royal Ranger, how's it going, man? Just had Zoltray on here the other night. Good round. Take care. Okay. Try that real quick. Critical damage. Light side. One of these. It'll do. So we're not ahead of the game. It's done. Probably. It does put us behind the ball for days. Okay. Getting there. Almost. Oh, that's not good. Terrible. Still not good. Yep, still not good. Okay. Sure, this will be fine. Look, I don't think this is working this way. That's the droid we're looking for.
You might sneak out of this.
Not worried about it.
You're basically just cycling marks at this point, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I believe in you.
I appreciate you, Paul.
It's Mother's Day.
Are you not Paul?
No. No, but tell your mama I said hi.
We mark here, we kill way too early. All fine. This? That's a good boy. Have more of these. You guys just trade that. You're looking good. No tank revive shit.
His third will reduce the max health and protection even if it gets immediately dispelled, right?
All right.
Well, I said doing third with JKL will reduce the health and protection and then get the spell, right? But it will still reduce. Well, I was saying like when you were trying to not kill.
D6. I like it. $56 will do. Okay. This gets queen. Good one. All right. Channeling the inner storm. Yes. Yeah. JKL's still good, man. Yeah, it's true. Too much stalling. I was thinking that it was going to be tough trying to get those last couple of banners. Plus, we were under a minute. You never want to mess with that too much. Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah. This spell, right? Yes. Got it. So, now, how exactly is it? Alright, so that's how we do it.
That was not part of the plan.
Roham. That was terror. Terror. Tell you. Spells, yes. Into... yes, we'll have more. That was terrifying. Let's never have that happen again.
Man. Sorry.
Had we not taken the health, right? Had we not.
Protection would have been much better there. But yeah, point taken.
On a health build team, probably not. It's just
no, I just mean like Chewbacca's what like melted you there, the health percent damage. Oh man, you should Wampa that GG team.
Yeah?
I mean, I'd do it. I did it.
Yeah, but you do bad things.
But I 58'd it. Against Steady. Call Patrol.
Okay. See.
Oh yeah, you should Bane this. Nothing bad will ever happen.
I hear your lies.
I mean, you wouldn't lose.
I hear your lies for what they are. There you are. There's your Wampa, by the way. This setup.
Well, next week it'll be 1 of 5.
Yeah, your Wampa.
Oh, and next week it'll be 1 of 5. I'm not here to...
This is brought to you more, by good advice from Dagger Incorporated.
I used Wampa and I used Sidious, and I'm good on GAC for this round. It was fun.
Yeah, but didn't I
Now
look
I'm here
this
for the
up already?
Schadenfreude. That is your GAC.
Your mom, the Schadenfreude. Think about that.
I mean, I think that's pretty rude on Mother's Day. What's the meme going around?
It's rude every
That
day.
was rude. Look, that was rude. Really fucking rude. That's one of the current memes going around on the Tiki-Takis.
The Tiki-Takis.
I hear that sound frequently in my house. from the Tiki Talkies.
Put this say no data. Yeah, there's your Padme. Many different iterations. 61. Interesting. There are better win rate compositions, but still.
One of the annoyances of Courage that it functions sort of like Whirlwind from... oh, we're on ads, by the way. Why am I getting ads when I'm subscribed?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why are you getting?
Oh, because I haven't hit the confirm subscribe yet.
Generacy. Foul.
Alright, I'll give my free Prime sub to somebody else.
Damn.
I lied.
Guess Bane goes here on Enoch.
Oh.
Something like that. And then Slacker Ray for the Fugitive Omega. Something like that. Thank you for the resub, Dagger. Cool. Hey, Array, good to see you, man.
Hey, man, if I paid for this Prime, I might feel some kind of way about it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, did this one have a fun one that I planned? Oh, this one was... Wouldn't gas be better than Mukate? Bane would maybe not be the best banner. It's gonna be like...
56? Isn't Bane a 56? Or is it a 55? I don't know. My side doesn't die very frequently.
Alright, we'll do it. That is... Yeah, this one. Wait a minute. Yeah. Alright, let's go. So, what to do with a lot of you? Okay. Fair option, I think. Smash here with the follow-up. Yep. Yes, that one was a dunk. I think the vibe's probably prudent. terrible happens. Otherwise, pretty well protected by that. Let's go. There. We'll get the shield. Gotta be. Oh. Yep. Up. And slapping. Getting easier.
And then you don't get the debuff back when he comes back, right?
No, you don't get the debuff, yeah.
I don't think it matters too much.
No. Oh,
Pretty sure you got this.
yeah. Shields up for this. Right move.
Did Zid not set Lord Vader?
No.
Does he not have them?
I think he does. I don't think he has the most recent one.
Oh, okay.
There we go. 57. Had to be just a little careful. Hey, Kim. We're fighting Zid tonight, so we haven't fought Zid in a while. Have to be just careful there, but we got it. We got what we were going for. 757. Okay.
That's good, Jedi Gamer, that they came out with a Jabba Lightspeed bundle.
Yes.
I didn't see that they did, but I also am not their target audience.
Hmm.
The only thing and someone who is earlier game can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe they stick around. I think that they're only around for a limited time.
Yeah.
So this will help people who don't have them now.
Mm.
But I'd like to see some of these Lightspeed bundles be permanently available.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if they still have them, but back in the day when remember when they created the Journey Guide tasks?
Mm-hmm.
They put like all the legendary packs in the store. So when you were going for, say, Padme, you could go buy shards of the characters through the... I hope they start doing stuff like that for the GLs. I don't know if they actually do. I can't see any of the packs if I log in. I'm not trying to start a new account to see if they do, you know?
Fair. I'm mad at that. Okay, appreciate you. I'll take first. Bye. $55. Two of them. Got a brawny offense on for just such occasion. This one actually put everything.
With the Grand Inquisitor one, I wonder how difficult the Inquisitors are to acquire these days. I think, I guess they're hard nodes, which are annoying.
Hi. Hello there. Go.
Oh boy.
Overwhelming power. All right.
Oh,
That's clear.
That is true about the GI event. Although it's funny because I have some friends who started a few years ago and they used Riva to unlock GI. So like, it just depends on where you're at. Like Riva lead to unlock GI is kind of lulz.
So it's Leviathan versus Leviathan. Malevolence, probably Negotiator. And Executor. We are going to gamble. Go with Executrix.
But yeah, I remember the other cool thing about the Inquisitors though is like many events now, like the C3PO event's another one of those, for example. Now that Nisa exists, that's a lot easier. Now that you need to relic them for GLs, that's a really easy event. With some of the Inquisitors being pilots and being such a ridiculous like TW and GAC team, I remember one of our Nomad's Reaper had all 5 Inquisitors R7, and he just dog walked the event. Didn't even have to remod. He didn't remod, but he had to be like walk through the strategy versus. He had to be told the strategy for Ahsoka. Remember the Fulcrum? There was like a strategy involved. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but yeah, you can just brute force that event with R7s. R5s was miserable, just no damage. Because I did that shit with R5s and had to remod, and that shit was miserable.
Oh, thank
Hey,
God.
look, the TIE Fighter.
Christ.
Fucking
Thank
bastard.
fucking Christ.
I was about to say.
Ah.
I was watching that Master System, he was holding on. I'm like, please double tap. Please double tap.
Yeah, we'll do. There.
That's fair, Kim. Yeah. All the new characters requiring basically 200 Kairos? No. Is it 200? Yeah. Yeah, it's like 200 Kairos per new character basically at this point, right? It's kind of wild.
To the one tank. Hey, all's going well so far. Sure. Alright. You've already done your thing, though. Save that, maybe for Kova. I don't know. Figure it out. Nice. Get that. Big money, huh? Favorite. We go for the stun here, but we
That
know
is-
Kova's
Man, You know you're old when when stun guns weren't ever your biggest bottleneck. It was always carbs and gold eyeballs.
I feel it.
Tanks were the biggest offenders when it came to those things. But I remember when every character needed like 4 gold eyeballs.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wasn't really expecting that. I appreciate you.
You should check. I don't think he has Boba on the bench.
All for a turn for the heal? For a long way? Who's here?
Yeah, Old Ben, GK, Sunfac, Fives. All these jackasses for Fleet.
7. It works.
You know, big ups to those people who Gear 12 their crew back before he was amazing because he was a pilot. Same with like Sunfac. Yeah, I remember those 400 carb assholes needing like 400 to 500 carbs. Fleet's just so boring. That's why I'm like talking to the chat. So I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
Okay.
Engage the chat. That's fine.
No, I'm sorry. I just realized you're doing Fleet, and I'm like literally chatting with your chat. And I'm like, oh, you're actually still playing your. Dude, $50 for Inquisitors is a lot. Just in general, like $10 a character? Man. I suppose. I would probably want R7 out of that for $50. R5 would be like... Because isn't even the Star Killer bundle's cheaper than that, right?
Please hold. That's gonna come out. Count down that. Could do the AO. Okay. Do this. Curve the banners.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time Tass has made a mistake. Won't be the last.
Oh, whatever. I max bannered last round, or last time I did this.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying you're not gonna like do well. I'm just they're pointing out that you targeted the wrong ship.
Come on, man. Finish the job. Yes, that ability's just very best.
No, that's fair, Kim. Like, again, I have a different idea of what I think the economy should look like versus what it is. I'm not arguing that, you know, it's not worth it just for the Kairos alone. I'm mostly just saying that it's kind of shitty that they want $10 to R5 Inquisitors each. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so 2.
Yeah, the Bad Batch were one of the first teams that they put out as a full team where everybody needed Kairos. It's one of the reasons why people just skipped Omega the first time. The first Omega. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think that it's... Look, I just think it's scummy of CG to try and, like, set their market at $5 or $10 to R5 a mid-character just to... $5 for Cup was fun. Right? Like, cool. That one's cool. Yeah. Exactly, Dutch. You still haven't relicked old Omega. Yeah. Man, skipping Ray is rough. Like, I'm not saying that nothing against it, right? Like, Ray is one of those where, like, if you don't have Ben or what have you, but man, Ray will just never be bad. Because they'll keep printing things like Ezra. Or printing. I play way too much Magic the Gathering. They keep putting out characters like Ezra who keep lifting Ray. Hey Tico, we're doing ads.
Yeah, the ads bingo.
Yeah, so I was talking to the YouTubers.
You're good, dude.
Yep.
Hey, so Tico, good to see you in the chat. Wrapping this one up, hopefully.
Yeah, technically Slacker works with everybody, Duckstab, you're right. I think almost all of his kit is locked behind Dark Side. The problem is that Puck specifically is locked behind First Order.
Not as good as we can get it. All right. Yeah, 71.
Yeah. Ray is one of those. Although, to be fair, as far as the Lightspeed bundles go, Ray and Kylo are two of the really cheap ones to get because, like, I think they each only have 2 characters that need 400 Kairos. I'm not saying the Lightspeed bundles aren't a good, like, cost-effective way to do it. I just mostly am just, like, thinking out loud.
Well, no worries about that. Well, we've reached the end of the board. This is a remarkably quick stream, so since we've got Dagger here, we'll probably do some Q&A, maybe for 20 or so minutes. But I did cover my defense, what I could explain of it at the beginning of the stream. If you weren't here at the beginning, though, oh wait, how many drops did we have? We only had the 1, right? So we're still within bounds. 1 or less. 1 or less made it today. 1 or less was right to believe. Okay, as far as how we went about all this, bottom front. Against Malgus, Malik Talon was Great Mothers, Morgan and Spirit for 57. Against DR, Mission and Zalbar was Nas, Jar Jar and Tarpals for 57. Against Rey, Swolo, Ezra was Leia, Drogon, R2 for 54. Against Ahsoka, Huyang and Watt was Baylan, Shin, Marok for 54. Against Gas, Rex 5s was Gar ISC for 57. Always fun to pull that one. Alright, in the back, Sana, Han, Chewie. Terrifying, Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan. Padawan Obi-Wan almost had his ship blown out there. Survived by a thread. Got it done, though. 57 banners. French, Dooku, and Newt was Reva. Grand Inquisitor, Seven Sister, 57. Against GG, Stat B1 was DTMG, Gideon, and Scout for 57. Against Fugitive Omega, Mercenary Hunter, and Batcher was Slacker Dre for 58. He didn't set Lord Vader Oppo on me, so, I had to have something reserved for it. Okay. Against Enoch, Night Trooper, and DTP, Bane Talon was left over, 55. Alright, top side, against his Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan was Saw, Luthen, and Krex for 56. Against, let's see, Dash, Vandor, and L3, JKR, JKL, Joe Lee, 56 banners. Against Aphra, BT1, and Chrysanthemum, we went in with BKM Paz Grogu. This has worked for us before, but we had an interesting occurrence where there was a window where Paz's taunt was down, and Aphra's summon droid used the second special, that really hard-hitting one that gets ramped up. By how many buffs and debuffs and whatever's out on the board. And he effectively just one-shot BKM out of nowhere. So, that was bad. Still managed to kill another side, though, before Paz finally gave out. I actually thought we had maybe a chance of even getting that one down. But, it overwhelmed us in the end.
Oh, yeah, he played Whack-A-Mole with BT1 and Chrysanthemum there for, like, a good 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it was working. Sidious cleaned up the lone Aphra for 36 banners, total of 38, so that's our 1 drop. Against Kelleran, Jocasta, and Shock T, we used Sith Eternal for 58. Against Bam, Hondo and Ness, JML, Jedi Cal, and Hoda for 56. And then here on Fleet, against Executor, triple attacker, we went in with Executrix for 67. Against Malevolence was Negotiator for 72. And against Leviathan, we mirrored for 71. And that's how it was done. So I'll have to let all of you know, all you know tomorrow, how that goes. Of course, if you're not already part of my Discord community, I dropped that. Nope, it didn't work there. Let me send it this. Oh, it did send. Okay, there, good. Oh. All right, so yeah, the Discord link went out. Yeah, let's get ready to do some Q&A then. Guys, just me and Dagger here and your questions. We're done way ahead of time. Say, we're only an hour and a half in a stream. Say we'll wrap it up somewhere around 2 hours. So I'm at your disposal. I don't know about Dagger, but get us up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the questions don't all have to be swug related either. I know we've definitely done some whiskey and some IPA. And look, I'm just opening it up to more than just swug. I agree, swugger questions are more topical. No. I'll kind of kick it off with that Luthen. Man, that Saw Luthen counter, man. I watched somebody do that with R3s.
Mm-hmm.
That counter is so smooth even at low relics.
Yeah, I couldn't justify setting Queen down. And especially since he's looking for it too, because he didn't set Saw either. So.
Yep. Yeah, man. I don't know if you've ever played it, Tass, but I've been playing a ton of Baldur's Gate 3 while I've been recovering.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't played it, but no.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Tyler. Would redeem a review, but we can't afford it just yet. I hear you, buddy. We'll get there. We'll get there. Who are the top 10 tunes to Relic 9 that aren't Galactic Legends? Says Duckstab.
I'll bet you 9 of them are tanks and one of them is Ezra. Alright, maybe 8 of them are tanks, one of them is Ezra.
I mean, you're just not going to mention a few of the GLs then, yeah? Is that what we're doing?
The question very specifically was non-GL.
That aren't GLs. Yeah, that was true. Reading is fundamental.
But I was just going to say, Chrysanthemum. I would have said Royal Guard a couple months ago, but that's no longer the case.
Yeah.
Baylan. I think Baylan's a really good R9.
Sure.
This is just off the top of my head. I'd have to go in and look at the roster for a more. Crew is still probably a really good R9 because of SLK.
Sure, Darth Revan for Fleet.
Oh yeah, well I'm thinking non-requirements. Sorry, yes, I would say Adrad on that list. Yes, Adrad and Darth Revan, and all three Ahsoka.
Bane's a good one.
Yep, all 3 Ahsokas for Ahsoka, unless we're doing non-requirements.
I wasn't even doing it from a requirement point of view. It's just to have the maxed out Leviathan.
Oh, no arguments there. I was mostly saying that was the question in the sense of non-requirements and non-GLs, because otherwise I would just list off requirements of some of the ones you could do.
You don't need to be rattling off requirements. But yeah, tanks probably are going to be up there. Your Morgan.
Yeah, I was going to say Baylan, Morgan. Probably maybe Jar Jar.
I think any of the event characters that if you don't have them yet, like your Enoch, your Night Trooper, your DTP, your Master Qui-Gon, your Padawan Obi-Wan, all those ones that pay you back just for having them, those are no-brainers. That's for sure.
I mean, if the question is specifically between Paz and BKM, I would do Paz first. I don't know what Tass's answer would be, but I personally would do Paz first.
Sure. Kim says, question, do you know if Dr. Aphra focused Datacron being underwhelming? I had it fail 2 of 6 battles and didn't understand what happened. It's doing everything it's advertised to be doing, so it's not underwhelming in that sense, but what is happening is, everybody's rotated their job off defense, because if you have if you have that Kron, then you have every reason to hold it for offense and then have an easy solution for Jabba, which this season has forced a counter meta now, where to get good value for your Aphra Kron, you kind of just have to set Aphra on defense and hope that they don't set Jabba on defense in the back, something like that. All right.
Yeah, I will say one of the things that is true about the Aphra team, and it's true about most teams, but especially true for the Aphra team, is I have seen people with just like an R5 Aphra team fail versus Jabba, even with this current Kron, due to lack of damage. So also just a reminder that your R5s aren't going to be beating R8s consistently, even with the Kron. Just like a, friendly reminder that throw some relics into your BT1.
Yep. Fair.
I don't know if that's what happened to you, Kim, but I definitely watched one of my buddies lose with that Kron against an R8 Jabba team. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, you didn't kill them fast enough?
Mm-hmm. See here. Yeah, Reva's a good one, Asher. Reva's a good Relic 9. I like that one.
Reva, something about Reva in the coach, he doesn't get the R9 boost for being a tank because apparently in the coach he's an attacker.
Still good.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm just saying Fatal Server would have more on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, Nightmare. It's always frustrating to lose wars that you feel were yours to take.
Yeah. Nightmare says, hey, Tass, we lost to CP by just 27. The Degenerate TW Cheating Guild Call Patrol. No, by just 27 banners. Was ours to win and just couldn't get the people on to pull it off as we were up 1 with 8 fleets left. Very exciting war, but my, how the mighty have fallen. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry for the loss. Tough L there. Wanna be Jedi Gamer? Would you do POS or BKM first? Where POS matters, it's better for POS to be here. Yeah.
Okay. But also to answer the previous question, because he did clarify, he said, like, who would you R9 by choice? So he's including all event characters, all requirement characters, and all GMos.
And then I would just rattle off 9 of them or some shit like that?
No. I'm just gonna boil it down to any character that is like a stat monster. So like Starkiller, Malgus, Bane. There's a lot of characters like that, like EEzra. They just want stats. They make use of everything you give them. Yeah. Look at those kind of characters.
Yeah, like Gas, like Malgus as well. I don't know anybody's mentioned Malgus yet, but yes. Yes, Caw, says Quig. That's right. Gotta take your lumps.
Oh, man, goddamn shame you guys don't try versus Chromium anymore. I mean, we have like a third of your players at this point. I can see why.
Night Sisters work for you against the Jabba Squad? Good, Kim. Yes. If you're well practiced in it, that's just a splendidly fun counter. I'm hoping I can give Zid some trouble.
Just a quick reminder on Gas specifically. At R8, it matters a little bit less how much health versus protection you have on him. At R9, I would highly recommend you remod him to remove some of the health and to maximize the protection you're gaining.
For who?
For Gas.
Oh, yeah.
R8 to R9, I would actually take another look at his mods when you take him to R9. Because you're gaining a lot more protection, maybe look at some of the other stats, trim some health, add a little more offense if you can.
This is one of my favorite things in my roster is my Gas, because he's got +0 health. Just a ton of protection and everything else you could ever want.
Marriage 8 does a deceptive amount of damage, Jedi Gamer. Mm-hmm. I know that every time I use her basic and she hits somebody for 45k, I'm just like, oh man, forgot how what damage you actually put out.
All right, we'll keep the questions coming in, folks. I'm going to step away for just a minute and leave you in Dagger's tender care. I will be right back.
Yeah, the downside to R9s is the value you get for actually R9ing things is, I don't want to say so low, but it's lower than, the ROI is lower than you'd like. So at a certain point, just make sure that your starters on your meta fleets are R9 just for the extra boost. It's something like 500 health and protection. Hey, Snack Attack. So yeah, just kind of look through your pilots, look through your conquest characters, look through all your triple Omi characters, look through the tanks on your triple Omi character teams, double check all of your because the Prettier Brothers and those things, they all pay for themselves in like 4 to 6 months. So definitely look into those. Yeah. So one of the easiest ways to beat the gas team is through health percent damage. So historically speaking, it has been good to minimize his health. Not necessarily +0, but definitely want to maximize on the protection. Because the other thing is that his health pool only matters till all his friends are dead. His protection pool is what you have to chew through to send him down, and it's what he regains when he stands up. So it's less about minimizing the health and more about maximizing the prot.
Alright. We are back.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend like R9 is for everyone. Like, R9 is one of those things where the things I only really recommend you do are the things that print you more R9s, GLs, the tanks on the GL teams, and requirements.
Yeah, Quest Cape, why does gas want +0 health? It's just specifically very desirable for fighting any type of team with Expose. You're classically thinking CLS. So you get minimum value for your Expose while also having high protection and, to mitigate the Expose further, and then armor to mitigate the physical damage. So that's the idea.
I also added that these days it's less about the 0 health added and more about the maximizing the protection added, because he's standing up, sitting down based off his prot pool, not his health pool.
Yeah, I mean, having a huge prot pool is key for sure.
I would do a crit damage triangle if you had good secondaries and an air. Like,
let's read the question. Would you skip on a crit damage triangle to get more protection on gas?
I personally don't think the crit damage triangle is overly necessary with the way he stacks his offense. Especially nowadays when you're using him with, like, Krex. So he doesn't sit.
How about this? I'll meet you in the middle and say, if I was keeping him at Relic 8, I could definitely see a protection primary with strong offense secondary. I would feel really bad about leaving the crit damage triangle off and not having offense on that triangle somehow. So protection primary if you're going to stay at Relic 8, but at Relic 9, I think it's a worthy stretch. Because if you're cultivating mods for gas, and he's worth you going after, certain mods, certain stats, focusing on picking up like protection on your square and on your diamond, offense, defense on these other mods, on these other protection primaries in your crit damage triangle. All this type of thing, I think it's worth it at Relic 9 in particular. I mean, I had crit damage triangle a lot of the time at Relic 8 as well, but I do remember there was a spell where I was running 4 protection primaries, so I don't think it's terrible. I just think to get the most out of gas, because there are fights for which having gas extra punchy up front with that crit damage triangle is useful. The longer the fight goes, the more Dagger's point holds that the sheer offense that you're stacking makes the crit damage triangle feel a little less useful, especially if gas is getting sat multiple times, coming back up with that full 4 protection primary, protection bar. I can see it.
Well, everything Tess said is correct. I will only add this. Stop pushing back. I think if you find yourself struggling with your mods and your depth of mods to a degree, and you don't have the specialized mods for gas, I do think at this current climate in the meta, his mods are less relevant now than they have been in the past, and maybe in the future. So maybe start cultivating mods for him, but don't feel super pressured to overhaul his mods at this very moment if you have to pull them off of characters you deem more important.
Fair.
Yeah, generally I look at 140k prot as my threshold, and if I can't do that with the build with a crit damage triangle, then I just won't have the crit damage triangle. Oh, there's Nightmare. Yeah, 130. He said 130k protection, 10k offense, 65% armor. Those are very tough to hit without armor. Yeah.
Sure.
I definitely like 140k prot. That's usually my goal when I'm tinkering with him. And if I'm putting him in lesser mods, that usually means 4 prot primaries.
Fair. I don't mind that so much. Yeah, gas is one of my very favorite bets on him, so he's firing on all cylinders. Welcome back, everybody from ads. Just doing some Q&A here. We've already blown through Grand Arena. I'll have to find out what Zid did tomorrow, but if you're just getting here, yeah. Posted a 2046 on him with 1 drop. No.
And if any of you guys have Baldur's Gate 3 questions, I can field those as well.
Fair.
That's a game I've been playing a lot recently. No pressure on that. But I sure have been enjoying that in the non-conquest time of this game. It's going to be a lot less BG3 time starting tomorrow. Man, Conquest starts again tomorrow for Smee.
All right, I'm down.
How do we feel about, between you and I mean, Chad as well can answer. How do you feel about a Pirates tag?
I mean, whatever. They have to keep adding new things. It's going to be the new power creep team. It's going to be inescapable. I don't know how good it's going to be. But as long as they hit all the thematic notes on it, I'm not going to be mad. I'll have the same feeling about it that I think probably had on Gungans.
I look forward to getting Jude Law in the game.
Yeah, whatever. He acted well for the character. It's just I didn't like the character.
Oh, I just mean, look at how many, great people are in this game who are in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
We have Samuel L. Jackson, we have Amelia Clark, obviously we have Luke, we have Carrie Fisher, Natalie Portman, etc., etc. It's nice to get. There are some characters I want in the game just because I want the actor in the game.
Fair. Ooh, I like that question, Nightmare. What are you finding to be your most consistent LV Oppo CX2 counter? Your choice of Slacker, plus Dre, plus you can either have Hux or Crew. I'm usually running Hux. I know of other players who have very fine, very safe success with Crew. So I can't naysay either one, but that's one way. And that's usually like 52, best case 54 banners, and that 54 is usually with using crew. The alternative would be Leia, Grogan, R2, and you're just blitzing down Oppo at the beginning. You're gonna logs to Drogon, and then you basic kill out. That can be tough to do, though. That can be tough. So,
yeah, I think the only reliable one is SLK. I think there's a couple others that are less reliable, like Lord Vader Bane. I saw a couple people talking about that. Like, if you don't have the sides.
Oh, yeah,
Lord
I
Vader
have heard
Bane
about
for
it. You're right about that. Yeah.
But that's if you don't have the sides. If you have the sides, park that bitch on defense, make it their problem.
Fair.
Unless you're Zid. Then don't do it, I guess, for some reason. Yeah, as I get older, I sour a little bit on Natalie Portman. Not because I don't, not because, 14-year-old me wasn't, dealing with that particular situation in certain ways. But just, man, seeing the relationship now as an adult, when you have kids, that her and Anakin had, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. 14-9. 14-9. Just saying.
Yep. Yeah, wannabe, you're saying Seer Malicos Starkiller is a counter to Lord Vader Oppo CX2. I did that in week 1, and that was against a standard modded Lord Vader, like speed, 3 protection primaries, crit damage triangle, stuff like that. And it did work. And then I remodded both Maul and Malicos for more offense. But as the matches wore on by, I found that I enjoyed having C and Bane, Slacker, and Leia for offense. And I could flexibly move those around between Slacker or Rey with Exile Ezra, stuff like that. That felt good. And they, also not the very best performing on defense either.
Also, it's just a quick reminder that Seer Malicos Starkiller has a 60% win rate, and Seer Maul Malicos has a 33% win rate, with 160 and 82 battles respectively against Lord Vader.
Yeah, week 1,
so
I
I'm not
did
here
the
to
Seer Malicos Maul, and yeah, that was. It felt like if you modded them for both, you could block that out. Sorry, Dagger, I'll let you finish.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think that it's possible with those two teams. I would not rely on them. That's all I was going to say.
Fair. Plus, I mean, the way it's shaped, so I was talking about those GLs that I ended up liking reserving for offense. That ended up meaning that, like, Seer Malicos Starkillers ended up being a defensive team again for me this season. I'm okay with it. It's been pretty difficult setting a rigorous defense this season. So, having to adjust to that, like here in this final round, I did my best to try and not set Sidious bait. And I also tried to rotate out a couple of things that I know that he's aware of. Like, I don't have Queen down, I don't have Saw down, right? And those have been pretty stalwart for me all season. So I'm hoping that I can cause him a little anxiety, confusion, punishment. Hell, I didn't even have Tuskens down. We had a whole bunch of stuff. All right, Kim, gotta go. Good night. Thanks for the info,
Nightmare,
guys. Good seeing you.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Have a great night. Interesting question from BD Nightmare.
Well,
now that we
got to catch up first. Hold on. Asher says, I may have been blundering. When you get Drogon's first attack, should I be using basic instead of flames? I think the general consensus is to do the basic. Yes, I did the flames, and it didn't kill in one shot, but he followed up, and the follow-up basic almost killed him, and then the next anything someone did killed him. And then I had that basic for a little bit later in the fight. So I feel like you can probably win it either way, but I hear folks have been able to get the one shot. So in particular, if you put the effort to have some good offense on your Drogon, you stand a decent chance of one-shotting Oppo. All right. back to Nightmare's question. Now that we've had our first good look at Focus Datacrons, how would you rank the board? How many would you recommend people getting? Great.
My initial answer would be, I think the Aphra would be number 1, the Zalbar number 2, the Dadbod number 3, and the Heracron number 4. However, I think that's how good they are for their teams. I think there is a fair argument for the people who want to put the Zalbar ahead of the Aphra because of the stats. So the Aphra I think is almost more of a deterrent than it is an actual like stat cron. If you have it, there's 0 chance your opponent sets Jabba. And if you don't have it, there's a marginal chance your opponent sets Jabba. So while I am underwhelmed by the stats and the functionality of the Aphra it is absolutely worth getting, the same way a Sidious Cron is worth getting. Your opponent has to account for it. The Phoenix Cron is 25% TM, so it's worth taking up to some degree, and the Dadbod Cron is fine. I think the average player would be looking to get 1, maybe 2 of these. And when I say that, I mean maxing them. I think most of these are worth taking to 6 or so for just the mechanics alone.
I want to say at level 5, it's the same cost as a regular Datacron. It's only 6+ that they start getting costly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I don't know how it breaks down, but I would gladly take every single one of them to level 6 next time. Is I guess what I'm saying. That didn't feel like I was doing too much work to do. But yeah, I think the Dadbod one is going to be better than people think, but the stats just make it less flexible than the Zalbar Cron and less functional than the Aphra Cron. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
I don't know how much I agree with the last point about the Dadbod Cron, but largely everything I agree with in terms of Aphra is certainly the most transformative because it's bringing back a lot of the feeling of the power that we've had in much older Aphra Crons, where you've got a real serious threat to put on defense, or of course to crush any Jabba of your choice, because having that doubt baked in there on level 9, if things are not otherwise working out for you, that's just a momentum killer. There's nothing they can do to prevent that. So yeah, I mean, that's most transformative. You might say, oh wow, Tass, you think that's most transformative over Dadbod? It's The Dadbod thing...
Dadbod's not punching into GLs, right? That's the problem. He's not punching into GLs in 3s, which makes me very... I don't think he's doing anything in 5s, because he's doing something... I shouldn't say anything. I don't think he's doing anything against GLs in 5s, because he's not.
Yeah, it's just an extra super powerful offense in a meta that feels like we have a glut of super powerful offense. So I'm just... Yeah, it does stuff, but it doesn't move the needle that much for me.
And the stats don't overwhelm you with their value.
The stats, I think, are actually better than I think you're giving them credit for, but I see where you're coming from. It's certainly not the best of them, stats-wise. So as far as ranking goes, I still agree, though. Aphra's first. Then I think I would put Zalbar second, because it's just a fun cron. It also improves the efficiency for offensive use of DR Zalbar. It's proven to be not terribly competitive on defense. So if you're using it on offense without this cron, it's just another banner or so lost. Not the end of the world, but yeah. Otherwise, the plug and play use. They did this tonight. I've had Aesop. I've had a whole bunch of great opponents use this with the Zalbar Cron on their Rey, Swolo, Exile, Ezra team. That's a bear, man. It's the only Cron in the game with defense on it. So it's a 100% defense, 80% health, 75% crit chance. The stats are heinous on this Cron. So yeah, I definitely think it's a solid number 2. Number 3 is probably the Dadbod Cron for better or for worse. It's nice. And I think these stats are actually pretty kicking. There's a number of physical attackers who would just love this, right? So I think we can make effective use of that variety of players.
I guess what I'm saying is I would like to see the crit chance be either crit damage or a lean more into one of the penetrations.
Yeah, I think if they had every stat just be completely amazing on particular I don't know, it'd make it feel like it was more mandatory, which I also don't like, right? Like,
yeah,
if you could get just super dope stats on one Kron and only one Kron, and God forbid it's even more combinations, like Zalbar Kron that you can't otherwise find, then it feels like required reading, and that's expensive and not fun. This Kron, though, grew on me over the season, and I gotta tell you guys, if you're using Leia on offense, strongly recommend this Kron. This is a nice Kron for that purpose. It gives us pretty much everything we want. So, yeah. I mean, it's easily the fourth priority to me. It's easily the worst of the four. Like, you could use a set 20 light side, so a purple set, 25% turn meter light side with health and offense on it, and get most of the same effect, particularly in 3 versus 3. This is pretty good, though. Pretty good. Yeah, QuestCape had a Baldur's Gate 3 question for you here. How'd you find the combat system for BG3 Dagger? I tried getting into it. First time playing a game along those lines, and I could not understand the combat system at all. Like, I was constantly wiping enemies in the starter area and thought, yeah, maybe this game's not for me. LMAO.
Well, so in BG3 specifically, in the starter area, you're supposed to flee from this place. So if you're trying to fight the people, maybe I would recommend reading the prompts, because they tell you to, like, run. These people are going to wipe you if you try to stay and fight them. That's why there are turn limits on the fights. That being said, if you've never played D&D or a game similar to that on, like, a tabletop, this is a ported version of that combat system. Sorry if I'm speaking fast. I'm trying to, like, squish as much information as I can into, like, a short period, but I'll try to slow down a little bit. It's a high variance system based off of a D20, which means which means you're going to have just this variance of when the dice gets rolled. So if you're newer to games like this, you want to lean into classes or characters that rely much more heavily on weapons instead of magic, because that way you can add higher floors to your combat ratings. So instead of having to roll, if you have to hit something that's a 14, instead of having to roll a 15 to 20 to be able to hit, you get an initial +8 or whatever as you level up. So you will only have to roll like a 6 to hit. So if you're struggling with combat, I would focus in on that. Past that, I would look into tactical decisions during the fight, because your positioning and things like that matter with your characters. Like, if you have a tank, you want to move that to the front. And if you don't have a tank, you want to make sure everyone's concealed so they're harder to hit. Hopefully that answers your question. If you have additional questions, you can ask, or you can DM me on Discord.
Sure. Yeah, Wannabe asked, would you still recommend this Zalbar if you don't have his Omicron? So I assume you mean the Zalbar Kron.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think it's my second favorite Kron. Like, the stats are pretty nice, and again, it's the only Kron available in the game right now with defense on it. You could see how you could apply that to Rey, to Ahsoka Tano, I mean, even to Leia if you're so inclined. And whoever else, I suppose, but it is really good, and I also think that you really should consider picking up that Omicron for Zalbar, because how many times have you said in 3 vs 3 or 5 vs 5 Grand Arena, damn, I really wish I had an extra L3. And that's effectively at the absolute minimum what Zalbar Omicron is. If you have absolutely no other application, you plug him in on a dark side team in the middle of nowhere, he will at least be a self-cleansing pre-taunt that gives himself taunt back every time he loses taunt. Like, it is not less than another L3 for the price of an Omicron, and then it enables a powerhouse L3 team and a mediocre disgrace of a 5 versus 5 team. So, hope that helps. Yeah, you got to finish the Omicrons on Malgus, Reva, and Ezra. Yeah, that's a list. I can respect that. Asher NZ says, I bought the Bad Batch Lightspeed and don't have any Zetas on them, nor do I have the Bad Batch above 6 stars. Do you think I'll need Zetas on the old Bad Batch to complete their feats in Conquest? If so, which? Or do you think it would be better to gear the new Bad Batch as high as possible? Sorry, a bit confusing and long-winded. It's difficult to see how valuable the old Bad Batch will be. I can say, outside of the random like Galactic Challenge or Conquest scenario, don't see a lot of use. The new Bad Batch haven't been linked to anything yet. I don't know if they're going to be raid requirements. They probably I know. In which case, you know the drill for raids. To max it out for a given run, you'd have to have everybody Relic 9. So it depends on how serious you and your guild are about raid. I wouldn't go about it, as a one-man army and just say, I'm going to be that guy to max out the raid. If you're just like super power carrying your guild on that and they're not the type that's putting in similar effort, not necessarily the exact same as you, wouldn't stress about it. Oh, they are confirmed for raids, TJ? Dig that. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, I see you answering that. Right there. Good questions, guys. I want to see if Dareth is live yet. Yeah, he is live. All right. I think we'll get ready to start wrapping up. So last couple questions here. D&D nerds. Sure. Yeah, I think to answer that previous question, though, about Bad Batch, certainly looking toward the future, if you were going to put high relics on old or new, make it new. No doubt. All right, guys. I think that's going to be about it. We're going to get ready to raid into Zareth. But again, if you're coming in late on the stream, just a quick recap. You posted a 2046 with 1 drop on Zid. Got a decent defense down, but he usually saves a lot. And yeah, we have a drop. We bled some banners besides, it's a decent score, but certainly beatable for a player like him. So I will let you guys know again in the morning. Yeah, no problem, guys. You're welcome.
And for anybody who wants to pick up Baldur's Gate 3 or has it downloaded or has it purchased and downloaded and hasn't played it yet, when you're doing character creation, take Lae'zel instead of creating your own character. She's going to be better than pretty much anything you can make as far as a punch people in the mouth type thing.
Fair. All right. Well, again, if you want to find out how all this ends, you got to be on my Discord. I'll make an announcement as soon as he's wrapped everything up. So check that out if you're not already there. Of course, if you're used to watching me live, you already know I'm here at twitch.tv/Tassinix. I also simulcast now from my YouTube channel, Tassinix Gaming. The YouTube link there. If you haven't been to my channel before, you should check it out because in addition to all of my Grand Arena VODs, there's a whole bunch of other Swugger-related content that I think you might be interested in. We've got the Datacron set guides on set 20 and set 21. I make those with Aesop Rock, one of the longest time standing #1 ranked Grand Arena players in the world. The how-to mod guide series, if you've never known how to and didn't know who to ask and wanted to get a light to shine the way that's out there. We've got the GAC Omicron tier list, the mod guide videos about characters and factions that you've asked about, a whole bunch of stuff. Also including, of course, a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming. I make that with my friends Dagger, as seen on TV here tonight, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal. We break down the last week in Grand Arena in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We talk about how we dealt with the meta matchups, our favorite attack and defense of the week, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else worth sharing. Check that out over there. Anything you enjoy on the channel, please do give it a like, hit subscribe if you want to see more. Really appreciate that support. And of course, yes, TJ, we did record the other day the how to use hot utils for automation. All right. That is currently in a patron exclusivity period, but I'll be releasing it to the public soon. Soon. You will all have it. I promise. It is very hotly requested, and we'll get that done. I mean, Dagger, didn't you say you were dying to get me a game of something on Steam? You want to give me the Baldur's Gate 3? I'll boot it up. I'll make that run.
Will you?
All
right. Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get me. If the edition, I haven't looked at it at all, so I don't know what they offer. But if the edition that's just above base has substantive content difference, grab that one. I'd pay you back the difference. Let's see here. Thrown off track there. Of course, yeah. For the YouTube channel, I gotta sneeze on that feeling. So yeah, if if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, I'm just gonna sneeze my head up. Okay. Questgate asks, any plans for some Conquest, TB, and chill streams, Tass? First, thank you for the bless you. Second, yes, I enjoy doing those, and you guys definitely enjoy showing up for those, so we'll be doing. Ugh. Anyway, back to the outro. Of course, if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, there are a few different ways to support the channel. First of all is my Cash App. That is $Tassinix. I have a PayPal. It's tassinix@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to get early access to some of my content, enhanced bot power to help your own scouting game, and a couple other odds and ends perks, you might want to be checking out my Patreon. Patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something of interest there to you. $5 a month gets you into the Tass House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming podcast. That's coming out to our general audience, 8 a.m. on Friday mornings, but patrons get it as early as Tuesday night, within hours of us recording it. So you'll get that extra edge going into the first round of the week. In addition, early access to the Datacron set guide videos, and who knows what else, that pops up from time to time, like this, hot utils. But, of course, in addition to that, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where you will usually find me lurking. So pop on in, say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Baja, Deadpool Cow 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Miasmal, Mus Ross, Raise Malvis, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog47, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Queens14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either Hot Utils or OmegaBot. So, you saw me use the Hot Utils for that initial comparison, showing the mods, comparing our Datacron rerolls and all that sort of stuff. That's just scratching the surface of what Hot Utils can do. You can use it like Fatal and TJ do to comprehensively remod your roster. You can use it like I used to, and like I sometimes still do, to switch between different loadouts for Raid, TW, TB, what have you. You can slice through mods that you've been building up for weeks and months and seconds, to say nothing of the other TW functionality that it can help for your guild. Or you could go with OmegaBot. And that was that scouting report that I showed at the beginning on Zid. No other tool gives you such a powerful at-a-glance sense of what your opponent is about offensively and defensively. Anybody can use it for free to look at their opponent's last week of GAC history, but only patrons can pull a custom report with any number of weeks You get a downloadable HTML version of that report with links that you can click, going right back into swugga.gg or Insight, helping you drill down on those particular fights you're interested in. Just helps down the scout time. No wrong way to go, though, at the VIP Access Plus tier. Thank you so much to Davi, Esh Sotnikam, Meow for Me, Mini GK, Loon, Shake23501, Single Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, and Trouble Fingers. And at VIP Access Premium, this is $15 a month for the Double Bot bundle. So, bundled Patreon access to me, Omega Bot, and Hot Utils, all under one price. Some have said the greatest value bundle in all of Swugga. Thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Big Ninja, Duckstab, Darth Link, Dark Hug, Frick Frack Paddywhack, General Milan, Ivanek, Johnny V. Ottawa, Kev, Pills, Wig, Saldag, Sir Boss, Sophus, The Lost Womprat, Wilco, and Zoltre. And at the top of the list, in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This madman pops in the stream from time to time, drops hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, incredibly generous support over the years. Thank you so much, man. All right. Last but never least, our special thanks. First, Yoda Force, one of my original supporters from way back in the day, bought me the mic I'm speaking to you on right now, and even though he has long since quit the game, we wish him well from the other side. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do, whether it's bringing me a, alcoholic drink in the evening or coffee in the morning, depending on when I'm streaming, or just keeping our daughter from destroying our home while I'm trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. I appreciate you. And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making yourselves available on a weekly basis. I did clock it. As of May 5th, we have been at this for 2 years. Now, the original crew of the show, for the folks who really know, was me, Dagger, and TJ in the earliest days. We later added Sasha, then Fatal after that. But I gotta say, it's built into a show that I think we all love and enjoy. I learn from you guys every week. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally the same, but regardless, our community learns a lot from us, and I have you guys to thank for making the show what it is. Appreciate you. All right, moving back over to the main scene, we make ready to raid. Starting raid. Over to Zareth. That redirect. Go, Zareth. Save. Okay, looks like we're all set up here to raid. And yeah, it was a fun stream. We kind of belted right on through. We'll really just have to see if he has any type of struggle at all. He's been putting up some crazy numbers this season, so we'll do what we can. I'll let you guys know. Thanks for tuning in. Fun season and a lot of lessons learned. We'll have a lot to talk about in this wrap-up episode for the week. And until then, it's been real. It's been awesome. Been real awesome. Here.